Welcome. Today's lesson is on the power rule for exponents, not to be confused with the product rule. As a quick review, hopefully we remember that if we have, and again, they usually give us large numbers, so we don't want to multiply down on a calculator, but if we give you 373 to the 8th power, and I times it by 373, same base, to the 10th power, this is not the power rule, but this is the product rule because it's a product. What we do is we add the two exponents, 373 raised to the 18th power. And if you've forgotten that, go back and watch that video for the product rule. And that's just because there's 8 373s. I mean, the reason it's 18 is there's 8 373s here and there's 10 373 here's. The power rule, though, is if I give you, and I'm going to keep the numbers small for initially, but let's say I give you 8 to the 3rd power, and I put that in parentheses, and I raise that expression to a higher power, like 4. This is a power of a power, and so what we want to do is we want to realize that this 4 means I have 4 of these 8 to the 3rds. I have an 8 to the 3rd, times an 8 to the 3rd, times an 8 to the 3rd, times an 8 to the 3rd. I have 4 of these expressions that I'm multiplying together. Well, then how many total 8s do I have then? I have 3 8s here, 3 8s here, 3 8s here, 3 8s here, for a total of 12 8s that I'm multiplying together. So, what's an easier way to do multiple addition? Well, we multiply. So it's 4 times 3 gives us this 12 exponent. That is the power rule for exponents. So you might get something like 732 raised to the 7th power, all of that raised to the 8th power. Well, as long as you know what 8 times 7 is, this problem should be very simple. It's 732 raised to the 56th power, because that's what 8 times 7 is. So don't confuse it with the product rule and add them. This is multiplication. And that's as simple as this assignment is. It's just given a base. I don't even care what base is. 322. If I raise that base to an exponent like 12, and I take that expression in parentheses and raise it to a higher exponent, let's say another 12, we're not going to add those 12. It's 12 times 12, or it's 322 to the 144th power. So the power rule again is if you have a expression in parentheses that has an exponent and it's raised to a higher exponent, you multiply those two exponents. If you have any questions or concerns, please bring them to class, and good luck on your IXL assignment.